Irish musician Sinead O'Connor has died at the age of 56. In a statement, the singer's family said, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead. Her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this very difficult time." And obviously by privacy, they mean people not sort of approaching them, but everyone is making tributes this morning. Cole, she was a bit of a national treasure in Ireland, wasn't she?
Absolutely, because she was round at a time when people were afraid to speak out about things that were going on, and she was never afraid to speak out. And I didn't realise, sadly, obviously I was a fan. I loved her record that she had over here that was such a massive hit everywhere, and I thought she was beautiful. But I never realised what a tragic life she had until this news came out that she'd passed away, and I read about her childhood, and it was very, very, very traumatic. But the thing that saddens me the most when I see this is it was quite obvious through the years to me that Sinead was suffering with mental health. Well, she was open about that, I think, at the time. And whenever this happens, when somebody dies that's been in the public eye, all these tributes pour out, all these obituaries and tributes, and how she was amazing and how she was wonderful, which is kind of what we're doing now, except I never knew her personally. But I always think, where were all these people when they saw the trauma she must have been going through? You know, I'm obviously not her family, but, you know, friends that have come out and said we were really close friends and all of that. And I think, but I remember reading terrible things about her, like, oh, she's lost her way, oh, look how much weight she's put on, oh, she's not, you know, why is she, you know, doing this, why is she doing that, why is she speaking nonsense, everyone doing that. And then it takes someone to die for people to come out and be nice. It really upsets me more than anything. We should have always been nice.
Yeah. I mean, I do think, yeah. I do think... she did have a close-knit circle of people around her. I get what you're saying, and she was in and out of mental health units quite a lot, seeking treatment. But very, very sad. But, you know, amazing legacy of music.
Amazing legacy. I mean, I loved her voice and her version of Nothing Compares to You. I don't think there was really anybody that was not feeling that emotion when she recorded that video and she was crying and...
Look at her eyes, the pain in the eyes.
You could see it, and I just, you know, her voice was very unique, and I think she inspired a lot of people, so it's really, really sad. But, you know, I think she was very brave to open up about her mental health.
I think she was a very real person.
Yeah, and obviously, I loved her voice and loved her as a performer, but I think it was her political activism as well, you know, and somebody that was totally prepared to speak out, even when her attack on the abuses in the Catholic Church, which actually came before other people were aware of that, had her universally hated and booed on stage all over the world, and yet she had the courage of her convictions. But one of our producers actually grew up knowing Sinead very well and said that she was, despite her terrible mental illness issues, was one of the kindest, most lovely, generous people, was constantly donating to charities and causes that she was close to. But, you know, I think that at least she will have peace from this really, really, you know, she was a very, very, very... a troubled lady, and I just am glad that she's at peace and send love to the family.
And our thoughts... our thoughts are obviously with Sinead's family.